Wow, I can't believe it is already June. It is summertime almost, and we are going to be going through what is happening in the real estate market. So, historically in the Seattle area, spring is the strongest time for price growth. It's when we see a lot of our escalation in prices that's going to last us throughout the year. So, I like to look at that data. And there's also a story about inventory going on right now. A lot of buyers who have been sitting back waiting for their chance to buy something without crazy multiple offers are going to be in luck. That does not mean it's a weak market. It is still a seller's market, and we'll go into the wheres and whys here in our data review today. I'm real estate agent Emily Cressey, powered by Keller Williams, Greater Seattle. My website is homeproassociates.com, where you can go to get the latest monthly updates on the data as soon as it comes out from the MLS, as well as take a look at homes, learn about me, learn about buying and selling and investing, all that good stuff. So let's dive in to what we're taking a look at right here. This is the latest MLS data. I'm making this on the second day of June. And so we just got the May statistics closed out. So this is our very latest and greatest data right here. And what we are looking at is the median sales prices in a variety of areas. This tall one that's off the charts is Bellevue, and they are always busting our curve for everything else. The median home price in Bellevue is 1.7 million. They are up 7.8% year over year, setting new record highs this spring with their prices, greater than the pandemic, greater than anything we've seen in the last 10 years. Take a look. So we are definitely doing really well in Bellevue. Looking back onto just the more of the King County, Seattle market, we will see that in Seattle, prices are up about a little less than 3%, and in King County as a whole, 1%. So we're not seeing the crazy electric growth that we have seen in some of our previous years. The market is relatively flat, and this is Snohomish County, 1.2% growth as well. Now, this is smoothed out over the last 3 months, the strong months of spring. If we look at monthly data, it's a little bit more choppy here, but I like to look at the trends overall to kind of give us a little bit less rocky sense. It's been a turbulent year because of news about tariffs, stock market ups and downs. There's been some economic forces that are making people a little bit nervous about what was going on in the market this spring. And interest rates are still fairly high in the 6.5% to 7% range. So we just don't see the tremendous buying pressure that we have. And likewise, a lot of people that have those good interest rate mortgages, those 3% mortgages, life is moving on. They're getting married, they're having a baby, they're dying, they're downsizing. They don't want to stay in the house forever. So when we take a look at new listings here, you will see that this spring it has gone up quite a bit and is actually higher than it has been in recent years. You can see Snohomish County is up 15%, King County is up 22%, Bellevue is up 45% over what it has been in the past. Obviously, Bellevue's down there at the bottom, that green line at the bottom here. So that's not still a huge amount of new listings, but it certainly represents an increase to what we've seen in the past. And as far as homes for sale, this represents inventory. How many homes are on the market? What do we have to choose from? And that is up as well, higher than it has been in recent years, and looking really strong for just buyers to have a little bit more selection from what to choose from. Now, does that mean that people are dropping their prices and just bottoming out? No, take a look at this. So this is the percentage of the original price that homes are selling for. And it looks like on average, homes are selling for 100% of list price. So they're not selling for way more or way less than asking. How long does it take to make that happen? Let's look at the days on market. So down here, it's taking about a week. Bellevue is still the fastest moving market. 5 days indicates that most people, or the median number at least, more than half, are probably using an offer review date, which means often people will list the home on Thursday and then they'll wait until everyone's had a chance to see it over the weekend. Monday and Tuesday come and they take in all the offers. They're hoping for multiple offers so that they can have a couple of different offers to choose from, hopefully bidding up the price and doing other things like waiving their financing, waiving their inspection contingencies, trying to make their offers as strong as possible. So it's still very much a strong seller's market in Bellevue, King County, and Seattle, doing great. 7 days on market. Similar, probably a lot of offer review dates from what we've been seeing so far this spring. And then in Snohomish County, that's the slowest one, but still selling in 8. I mean, we are spoiled, guys. This is a very fast moving market. Sellers don't have anything to be worried about here. What this is showing is how many buyer groups are coming through the home to take a look at it before it sells. So in Seattle, we're getting 10, in Bellevue 13, probably because a lot of people are coming to visit each listing. Snohomish County 6, in King County 10. And what I like to do with this data is to tell sellers when we're listing the home, we want to have 10 people through in 10 days, or 5 to 8 days, and that's usually enough to generate an offer. If you have had 3 weeks on the market and you have not had 10 people through, that indicates a problem. If you have had 20 people through and you have not had an offer, that indicates a problem. So because this market is moving so quickly, we need to make sure that we are keeping an eye on our stats and data and making decisions and updates quickly. If we need to adjust something, we need to incorporate that market feedback right away. This isn't the type of the thing where you want to wait for months and months before you find out what's happening. So this is Emily Cressey. So this is Emily Cressey, your data-driven real estate agent. And if you have any questions about what the market is doing, we can zoom this in by zip code, by property type, and really make it make sense for your area. But overall, the spring market in Seattle was strong. Properties are moving quickly. There are more properties to choose from. They're selling for full price. And we have a lot of inventory on the market this year compared to other years. So buyers have a little bit more selection to choose from. Thanks so much for joining. Again, visit me on homeproassociates.com and be sure to subscribe for next month's update.